I just want you to trust me.
That's a lot of trust, Brittany. I'm trying to build up nest eggs.
Yeah, but if you trust me, like, just let me handle the situation.
I trust you, of course, but the people...
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We are talking to you guys about Brittany and Marcelino from Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 45. And we're talking to you guys about the costly £80,000 or $80,000 worth of trust placed in his wife, and seemingly that trust is going to be broken when they find out, or when he finds out eventually in the next episode, that his wife doesn't have the finances. Or, we're not sure yet, they may find the money. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, you share, subscribe. You click on the bell button for notifications of uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Let's talk about it, but let's get the conversation flowing and going. But before we do that, let me get my intro going, baby.
Little Black Book, you know what time it is.
Yes, we're talking to you guys obviously about Marcelino and dealing with Brittany. And obviously it's quite interesting. I think the reason why it's quite interesting is because, you know, I think I watched them, I think last season, and, you know, how they got together was very kind of up and down here and there, like every couple really is. But what was really interesting about them, sorry, let me just get my camera to refocus. What was really interesting, I guess, about, you know, this particular Marcelino and Brittany was the fact that, you know, there was an instant conversation they had by the pool around trust. And he said, listen, I trust you, I don't trust them. How many times have we heard that term being spoken about from a relationship standpoint? I trust you, I don't trust them. And I've been in many situations myself like that where I've said, I trust you, I just don't trust them. And when you put yourself in a situation where them has external influence or control and they can do something to you, you no longer have control over the situation. It can work against you, right? So I totally hear what Marcelino was kind of saying. I trust you, I don't trust them, right? He spoke about the fact that, you know what, 8K, they've put 8K into this project, but it's 80,000 overall, and it's a lot of money, right? But it's for a great cause. They're looking to build some flats or some house or whatever, buy a house and house certain people in it, etc., etc. It's really for a great cause. It's dear to her heart. She's passionate about this, Brittany. And one thing I loved about this was watching Brittany and saying, I really appreciate the drive and the passion to change life. Like she said, many people are ex-cons and they expect them to be successful, but without help. And so it's really powerful to see Brittany take this on. Now, whether she gets robbed, conned, or whatever, makes no difference because she tried. Do you know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't be scared to fly once again, because situations like this, to be successful, it's not about hitting it first time running. It's failure, it's failure, it's failure, it's failure, it's failure, then finally getting it. And when you get it, you win, you run with it. Do you know what I mean? So I really do appreciate watching, you know, Brittany try her hardest to try and make something of herself. So yes, she deserves to have a little bit of trust from her husband. And in relationships, sometimes you just need to have some faith in your partner, and sometimes you just need to shut up. I'm not saying Marcelino was wrong or anything. Sometimes you just need to keep quiet and support the vision and support where the person is going. Right? I've been in positions too myself, I always say it, where I haven't always supported the vision. Sometimes I've been a Debbie Downer, right? And so actually just saying, actually, you know what? I know you got the skills to make it work. I couldn't do it myself, but I know you got the skills to make it work. That's all, right? And again, Marcelino wasn't putting her down or anything like that. He was just merely giving her some voice of reason, which is right. He has to be, right? So he said, I don't trust those who you work with, so it's not you. So when she finds out, obviously, that, you know, that £80,000, which is a gathering of all their finances, not just hers, but some of the other ex-cons as well, that is missing from their account, in her mind, I know she's really thinking, flip, he already told me, like, he don't trust them, and now £80,000 is missing from their account, it got taken out, or whatever it was, and now got to go back and tell my husband. She's like, I'm not going to tell him yet. I need to get to the bottom of it first, then tell him. And sometimes that is a good idea, and sometimes we do need to share the burden, right? This is how men oftentimes, and I'm not talking about women, but men specifically, end up killing themselves because they find themselves in a financial hole, and don't want to share that with their partner, thinking that if I just do this, I can make it work. If I just do this, I can change it. If I just do this, I can make it better, and then I can go back to her. But the trouble is, you lose an expertise. Two heads are better than one. You lose the expertise of your partner to be able to give you good, solid advice in that moment. You want to be able to have that behind you. You don't want to be making decisions on your own, running around like a headless chicken, trying to sort things out when the person could have actually the answer within a few seconds if you spoke to them. They may not too. But at least if you share the burden and it's half, then obviously the weight of it begins to be lifted from you. Now, it's tough. It's tough. But what I love about Marcelino is, even a little kid that was running across them was like, hey, daddy, da-da-da. Like stuff like that, shows that these two have really come far from where they once were. They have a good vibe. I love their energy. And he seems to be more patient as he was like when I watched the first season. But this money situation can really destroy families and destroy relationships. How he handles the next few moments are going to be absolutely quintessential to the rest of this marriage. Because if he blows up, pops off, goes on a mad thing, as skilly on her, she's going to never really want to tell him something difficult again. This is where emotional regulation I always talk about for us men comes in. It's about how we handle the situation, right? It's now an us problem. So I need to think of us. And you can always, and this is a tip for anybody here, your reaction it's not a problem, right? Until your reaction becomes detrimental. What I mean by this, your first reaction, it could be, I am so shocked. Oh my freaking word. What did I say? I knew this was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. That might be a natural first reaction. What do you do after that? Are you going to now punish your partner and keep reminding them that they lost £8,000? Or are you going to be the type that's going to say, look, hey, we got this. We made 8K, we can do it again. Right? Are you going to be that partner or the one that's going to criticize? Or are you going to be the one that's going to uplift their partner? This is so quintessential because when you go into relationships, people make mistakes. People do things that aren't right. People make mad moves that seem sane at the time. And you may not be able to comprehend all the moving pieces as to why they made that decision. But if you show that united front, trust me, from here on out, if you say next time, I'm not sure about them, she'll listen to you. Because she sees how you reacted, that you didn't blow up. You didn't make it a mad molehill, but what you did say was, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. I was disappointed because I did mention that I didn't trust them. Not you, I didn't trust them, right? Next time, let's look how best we can now go forward. Boom. Your relationship can be saved, but it's in these moments, critical moments where there's high pressures and stakes. There's 8K on the line. If she comes and tells you, are you now going to blow up? If you are, we're going to miss an opportunity really here to show our support and our love for our partner. That even when they fail, we have their back. Even when they're robbed, we have their back. Even when they feel like they've been cheated, we have their back. Irrespective. Period. As they say, right? So, I love Marcelino and Brittany. I love the energy they're bringing to the screen right now. It's going to be so important. How will you handle the news, Marcelino, when it comes out? And I do understand why she wants to sort things out. She can do that. She just shouldn't leave too much time in between that. But she doesn't want to tell him because she's scared of how he's going to react due to the fact that he already holds a certain position towards those people. And so I get both sides. I feel her energy as to why she wants to not say anything until it's ready. And I also get him saying he doesn't trust her people that she's rolling with. But both never try to impede on the other person, which is really, really good as well. It's a healthy way to deal with a relationship. Don't impose your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But hey ho, listen guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let us know your thoughts. What did you think about Marcelino and Brittany's situation? Comment down below what your thoughts were on this particular episode. We appreciate you guys. So lock, stay loaded. More love.
Little black book, you know what time it is.